Ever thought giving your parents the silent treatment was a power move? Think again, because for Leo, that silence backfired and cost him the biggest moment of his year. We're diving into a life-changing story that proves why your ego might be blocking your own success story. If you truly want to grow in life, pay attention, because this isn't just drama. It's a moral story packed with the kind of life lessons you usually learn the hard way. Let's get into it. In a sun-drenched cul-de-sac in California, 16-year-old Leo lived for two things: high-speed internet and basketball. His room was the ultimate setup: LED strips lining the ceiling, a dual-monitor gaming rig, and posters of NBA legends covering every inch of the wall. Leo wasn't a bad kid, but his fuse was shorter than a TikTok video. He felt like his mom, Sarah, was constantly on his case. One Tuesday afternoon, Sarah walked into the living room while Leo was in the middle of an intense ranked match. "Leo," she said, pausing the vacuum cleaner, "I asked you 3 times to take the recycling bin to the curb. It's trash day tomorrow." Leo ripped off his headset. "Mom, I'm literally in the middle of a boss fight. You always ruin the vibe." "Leo, watch your tone," Sarah said calmly. Leo groaned, slamming his controller onto the couch. "You know what? Fine. If everything I say is wrong, I just won't say anything. I'm done. I'm going on mute." True to his word, Leo engaged mute mode. He stomped to his room, ignored Sarah's call for dinner, and grabbed a slice of pizza in silence before retreating back to his sanctuary. Sarah sighed, deciding to let him cool off. She knew better than to argue with a teenager in a mood. The problem arose later that night. Leo had a massive away game with his varsity basketball team the next morning. The bus was leaving the school parking lot at 6 a.m. sharp. Coach Miller didn't do late. Leo slept like a log. Usually, Sarah was his human alarm clock, shaking him awake when he snoozed through his phone. But Leo was stubborn. He wasn't going to break his silence just to ask for a wake-up call.
No.
That would be admitting defeat. He came up with a genius plan. He grabbed a neon yellow sticky note and a Sharpie. In bold letters, he wrote, "Mom, big game tomorrow. Wake me up at 5 a.m. Leo." He stuck the note right in the center of the refrigerator door, where she couldn't miss it. Smirking to himself, he thought, "System hacked. No talking required." The next morning, Leo woke up feeling surprisingly well rested. The sun was streaming through his blinds, lighting up the dust motes dancing in the air. It felt too bright. He rolled over and tapped his phone screen. 8:15 a.m. "No!" Leo gasped, the air rushing out of his lungs. "No, no, no!" The bus was gone. The team was gone. He had missed the game. Panic turned into rage. He scrambled out of bed, threw on a hoodie, and thundered down the stairs. He found his mom in the kitchen, casually sipping her morning coffee and scrolling through her iPad. Leo opened his mouth to scream, "Why didn't you wake me up?" But then he stopped. His eyes landed on the fridge. His neon yellow note was still there, but right next to it was a bright pink sticky note. On it, in Sarah's neat, cursive handwriting, were the words, "Leo, wake up, it is 5 a.m. Mom." Leo froze. The realization hit him harder than a foul on the court. He had asked for a wake-up call without speaking, and she had given him one without speaking. She had played by his rules. The anger drained out of him, replaced by a heavy dose of guilt. He looked at Sarah. She lowered her coffee mug and gave him a small, knowing look. Not mean, just real. Leo slumped his shoulders. He peeled the notes off the fridge. "Okay," he muttered, his voice raspy. "I get it. Mute mode disabled. I'm sorry, Mom." Sarah stood up and grabbed her car keys from the counter. "Grab your gear," she said with a half smile. "If we take the shortcut and I drive a little over the speed limit, we might just get you there before tip-off." And that, guys, is why the silent treatment is usually the loudest way to lose. Leo learned the hard way that his ego wasn't worth missing the shot. I hope you picked up some valuable life lessons from this. Mainly that clear communication is the real cheat code to a success story, whether it's with your parents, your friends, or your future career. If you enjoyed this story and want more content that helps you navigate the crazy game of life, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Don't let your ego hold you back. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one.